today, and we'll have more a little bit later on the shoes that they're wearing. Gaktang wins the tip. Great to be with you for ACC women's basketball at Carmichael Arena. Love it here. Donarski is 3 away from 1,500. That would have been a good way to start it. Take a look at the starters for Pitt. Washenitz, Malcolm, Battle, Jordan, and the aforementioned King wearing the blue uniforms here at Carmichael. And the first bucket of the game comes from the Pitt Panthers. Take a look at the starters for North Carolina. Deja Kelly is out. So Deja Kelly and Donarski along with Ustby, and they'll have Poole and Gaktang, a tall lineup for the Tar Heels.
A slow start for Carolina from beyond the arc, and you know Pitt has got to like that. When we were talking with their head coach, he said, we want them to settle for threes. I don't want them getting inside the paint. The thing where Pitt has had their struggles this season is on the offensive side. Outside of King, who else can they consistently rely on to put the ball in the basket?
Shot from the elbow is in, and good start here for Pitt, as that was Malcolm, the sophomore from Pennsylvania, and it's 4-0 Pitt, Kyle.
You know, I kind of expected Pitt to come out a little bit of a fire underneath them. They got run out of the gym over in Raleigh the last time they played against NC State, and their coach wasn't happy about it. He let them know, he told us, he let them know, and he expected to see them come out and compete.
Ustby, who had been on a roll, but was held to only 6 points against Duke, some foul trouble. A game that Courtney Banghart did feel like the Tar Heels probably should have won. I mean, you look at this 4-game losing streak, and really the only game that they truly struggled with is Virginia, of all teams.
You know, that's the ACC for you, though. You've got to come every single night with your A game, or especially on the road. You can drop a game like that one in Virginia, but for those other three with Carolina, you'd like to see what is a pretty veteran team be able to close out those games late.
Always great to be with Kyle Stroud. Here's Ustby.
Offensive.
One of the best players at taking charges. I think that's the 27th charge that Washenitz has taken. The rest of the team, 13.
Well, that all started with the first dribble that Ustby took. She had great defensive positioning, was in front of her the whole way.
4-0 North Carolina, still without a bucket. Gaktang gets the rebound. Deja Kelly. Gaktang now over to Deja Kelly. Good conversation with Deja Kelly at the shoot-around today. She has truly embraced the leadership of this team. There's Ustby, and she's off the back of the rim. North Carolina still with a 0 here, Kyle.
Pitt has done a good job of switching, staying on their defensive positioning, and that was something else that was really highlighted, was staying within the game plan for the Panthers.
Gaktang gets a piece of it, and it's knocked out of bounds off of Deja Kelly.
Great defense from Gaktang down there. Has the size advantage, had the positioning advantage as well.
Foul called.
It's the second illegal screen against Pitt already. Those are just the small mental mistakes that hurt a team and end up being why you're 1-11. You can't have those continuing to happen, especially when you've got Carolina cold from the field right now.
Deja Kelly, good positioning by Gaktang, but can't finish. So still a goose egg here for North Carolina.
You know, those 3 games that you talked about with Carolina where they probably feel like they should have won, the Achilles heel in those games has been they've gone cold from the floor. So it's almost like we talked about with Pitt. If it's not King who's going to score, well, if it's not Deja Kelly, who's stepping up and scoring for Carolina?
Foul called there against Washenitz, the sophomore.
It's another screen, just moving. They're not setting their feet beforehand. It's an easy call for the referee. She actually ran into the Carolina defender there.
So So North Carolina 0 for 6 to start the game. Deja Kelly in and out, 0 for 7. Ustby with the rebound, and Ustby has Carolina on the board.
Such a versatile player, Alyssa Ustby. Getting moved into the guard position because of so many injuries for them in the backcourt.
Yeah, Kyle, you unfortunately had the flu when she had the first ever triple-double in the history of UNC women's basketball. An honor to call that game because Alyssa Ustby is not only a big-time basketball player, she is a model citizen, model student athlete representing the Tar Heels.
Having watched her play now in her 4th year, doesn't surprise me at all that she was the one who came up with the first triple-double for Carolina. Just that kind of player. She's going to do the things that aren't always in a stat sheet, but sometimes it'll come together where you get that perfect game, and she had it.
Another whistle away from the ball. That's the 3rd one.
Donarski trying to get down around Jordan. I think that's who they got on the foul.
Deja Kelly. Donarski needs 3 more points to reach 1,500 for her career as Key has come into the game early. Key, nice move. The left-hander using her right hand. I think the potential is huge for number 13.
Couple of really nice moves there, strung together in order to get herself to a good spot to make that first basket.
Taken away by Deja Kelly, who does not get enough credit for her defense. She is fouled in an aggressive foul. As she goes down to the ground, Deja Kelly. After a tough start, North Carolina has tied it 4-4 in the first quarter.
Greatness is a...
Talked about it already. UNC 0 for 4 in their last 4 games. 3 of those they probably could have won. 4th quarter closing out's been the issue.
Yeah, it comes down to closing out games. You know, they say every basket counts the same, and they technically do, but there's something about finishing things off and getting those tough points at the end of games. To be outscored by almost 50, you know that's something they've talked about in practice, talked about in the locker room. That just comes down to executing game plans.
Deja Kelly off the timeout with the free throw. Comes in averaging 17 points a game, almost 4 rebounds a game, over 3 assists per game, and is playing almost 35 minutes a game. Rarely comes out. After trailing 4-0, North Carolina has their first lead of the game after those 2 free throws from Deja Kelly.
Great help defense there from Kelly. She forced that turnover with her switch.
Anya Poole dives down on the ground, and that extra effort will give North Carolina the ball. Anya Poole, a 3-year starter, gets the start tonight.
If you watch out top here, Poole came over right before that. She had switched, and Kelly came over and covered her player, which forced that ball to go down into the paint where Poole had recovered. That was really, really good team defense.
Donarski, Anya Poole, Deja Kelly, now Donarski. Donarski over to Deja Kelly. Deja so good at creating her own space, front of the rim, rebound by Poole. Anya Poole with the arrival of Gakdang, the transfer from Boston College, accepted her role coming off the bench and has made some big impact for the Tar Heels.
Carolina needs some of those threes to fall. Otherwise, Pitt is going to continue to lay off and make it hard to get down into the paint.
Basket, great defense from Ustby. Ustby so versatile, truly can play all 5 positions.
Yeah, and that's why it didn't surprise me that she was the one who got the first triple-double, because she can do it offensively, defensively, can play all over the court against anybody. So it's fun defensively because you can then switch with her. It's also why when you're Courtney Banghart, you have two players in your backcourt that are down, you don't worry about it because you say, well, it's all right. We got Alyssa. She can just handle the ball like a guard.
Yeah, that's well said. Paulina Paris still out, but the word is she's progressing, and she is expected to return this season. McPherson will not return this season. I know Deja Kelly. There's Key. This time Key does use her left and goes up strong, and she'll go to the line.
She's got the height advantage down there, and you saw her first touch where she was able to score a couple of moves in order to get free of the defender. She's got the finesse as well. The only thing with her, Dean, it's just time, right? Because of the injuries, back-to-back years for her, she missed a lot of basketball. This is her first true healthy season where she can kind of get back into the swing of things.
She's like a gazelle out there and has a nice, soft, left-handed shot.
She's got blood on her shirt, they said. That's what I think I heard the referee just yell.
VAR into the game. It's interesting. Oh, now they figured out where the blood came from, so there you go. Everything's all good, and
glad they figured that out.
Yeah, Key's back to the line. Nice left-handed stroke. All right, Kyle, so I may throw you off here because I'm not sure if you had arrived on the scene yet. Maybe you have, but her left-handed shot reminds me of Julius Pepper's left-handed shot. When Julius Peppers played basketball for the Tar Heels, I'm telling you, I have never enjoyed watching somebody play basketball more than watching a Hall of Famer play basketball for North Carolina, and he had that left-handed shot.
A football Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
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 Pretty sure I saw somewhere, that was a good look, just a little bit late on the pass, but I'm pretty sure I saw somewhere Julius Peppers is the only player to have ever played in a Final Four and a Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's right.
How many people can play both of those sports at that level?
It was so much fun when he played basketball. And that was about the same time that the quarterback Curry was also doing it. There's Deja Kelly, the quarterback of the team, with 2.
She has always had that mid-range jumper, has been lethal from the mid-range.
Long distance shot off.
You're struggling for points, go back to the fundamentals, and for Deja, anything around that elbow, that free throw line, it's almost automatic for her.
9-4. Deja Kelly, along with Ustby, Poole, and Zelaya, still will have an extra year of eligibility.
There's King. Pitt looked like they were a little bit lost defensively trying to switch. But it's okay when you have a player like King. You saw the anticipation coming across the lane.
King gets credit for the block. 9 unanswered for North Carolina after they missed their first 7 shots. Donarski searching to get to 1,500. All she needs is the 3, and she'll have 1,500 career points.
Carolina cannot buy a 3, 0 for 6, and half of them have been in and out.
Good movement of basketball right now by Pitt.
Should have made one more pass. They had an open player at the top of the key, Perkins.
So good shift from Key as she'll go out. Ustby, Donarski, Deja Kelly, Gokdang, and Navarre out there for North Carolina defensively with a 5-point lead. Shot clock winding down. It'll reset to 20 as a second chance rebound here from Pitt.
That'll drive you nuts as a defense. Good full 30-second shot clock played by Carolina there, and then you give up a cheap offensive rebound and you got to reset. Bailed out by another turnover, though, from Pitt.
That's 7 turnovers, Kyle.
It's been a problem all year long for them. It's one of the reasons they've struggled so much in the ACC. Their backcourt is so young.
Deja Kelly thought about a 3. 3-second violation. And we did expect what we're seeing right now because of the injury to Deja Kelly, who is out. We expected to see Sydney Barker, the freshman from Jordan High School, into the game. She, not that long ago, was notified that she's got a full ride scholarship now, a special moment that will bring you later, but she's into the game. Sydney Barker. Ooh, good little move to get away from 2 defenders. Nice little runner there from King.
King has shown so much improvement throughout this year, and especially if you look at her first couple of seasons compared to this year. Totally different player.
Ustby always checking the angles. Didn't elevate on the shot, so Pitt going the other way.
Should hold for 1 here.
Only 15 points scored here in this first quarter. VAR, so for the foul. Three seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Little runner, air ball. And 15 total points through 1 quarter at Carmichael Arena. And North Carolina has...
You know, the men's team did it to great success as well. And you know that the kids had to get such a thrill out of that.
Oh, it was awesome. And then the players went and visited different floors of the UNC Children's Hospital, one of the best children's hospitals in the world. And all of the coaches got their shoes today at half court. They're all wearing them over there. There we go. We got the best crew in the business. They are on it. Those look awesome.
They really do. You get the artistic touch of a young kid, and I'm guessing that multiple of them kind of collabed on that. I think they're checking this one to see if it needs to be upgraded.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. Still just 15 points. North Carolina with a 3-point lead. North Carolina with 9 points. Pitt with 6 points. Pitt led this game 4-0. It's kind of been a rough start for both teams.
Been a rough start, and Carolina looked like they were going to have a breakout here, get some easy buckets. Foul called, and they went and looked at it. That's why we went to break, to see if it was just a common foul or if it was going to be upgraded. Ended up just leaving it as a personal, which I think was the right call.
Ustby down to Gakdeng. And Gakdeng 3 seconds again. That's twice we've had the 3-second call. We've had multiple off-ball fouls as well, and I think that's part of why this game really hasn't taken off just yet.
Pitt has got to be, I don't want to say pleased with the way this game has gone, because they've turned it over so much, but a team that's struggling, you want to muck it up. You want to slow things down. That's how you get yourself into a game and then hope that somebody catches a hot hand.
Already at 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Nice job by LeVar to close out on the 3-point line. Forcing Timerson to give it up. On the dribbles, Perkins. Back over to Timerson. Timerson creates her own space. Shot not there, though. Navarre's got it. Navarre, she's also very versatile, just like Ustby, and she finds Ustby for 2.
see if Carolina starts to try and get out in transition a little bit more.
Down low. Good turnaround, unlucky for Hutcherson, the senior, in and out. Navarre left wide open. And missed off the front of the rim. Ustby with the rebound. Ustby looking for options, finds Deja Kelly. Gakdeng, footwork, soft hand and in.
You can see already in this second quarter what was talked about during that Carolina huddle. There is a clear intention of getting the ball down low. (13-6), a wonderful drive to the basket and a finish from Malcolm. She's got to be a little bit more aggressive, and I think as a young player, it's something you'll grow into.
Just a sophomore is Malcolm.
Great positioning from Gakdeng.
They calling, they might be calling that against.
It's a defensive foul.
Okay.
Got tangled up with Gakdeng a little bit, and because Carolina already had positioning, oh, they're going to give that actually offensively. Yeah. Wow. So because to me, Gakdeng had positioning. I don't know. I don't think that should have been an offensive foul, but here we are. That's tough for her because she's got 2-3 second calls against her, and then you're trying to get positioning, and you get it to go the other way.
The whistle against Gakdeng. 3 Tar Heel players with a foul.
Another illegal screen. That one hurts the most out of any for Pitt because they just knocked down a 3 that gets taken off the board. Just execution. Every time they've been whistled for it, it's because the feet are moving. Get a wide base.
What a shot our crew gave of Coach Verdi after that whistle. That'll make you lose the hair pretty quickly.
Just take care of it myself every other day.
Good drive, stop and pop, but then the air ball, and they'll say off of Ustby. Not sure about that either.
We're going to reverse this one. Officials got together.
So Key's going to come in for Navarre. Donarski still looking for a 3 to get to 1,500 career points. Most of them scored at Iowa State. Another big pickup by Courtney Banghart in the offseason. Ustby, 2 for 6 from the floor.
Cold shooting continues for both teams into this quarter. For Carolina, a lot of these misses down around the basket, they're not typical ones that they don't make.
Another foul called against Pitt.
Johnson moving on the screen. See how frustrated Coach Verdi is.
9 personal fouls called against Pitt already.
4 of them have been on illegal screens. That's just unacceptable.
Yeah. Key out there with Donarski.
It's not always on the screener. The ball handler has to cut that close enough that as a screener, you're not feeling like you have to move.
Gakdeng missed the close shot, and she'll come out of the game now. Gakdeng has been a little bit of an enigma in that there's been times where she's been the best player on the court, and then other times where she'll go a whole quarter not even play.
And I feel like that has kind of been the issue for Carolina this season, is outside of the consistent play of Ustby and Kelly, who's the third that's stepping up, whether it's a big or somebody out on the perimeter like Donarski. Too many players just go quiet.
Hutcherson not quiet as she gets the three, and then there's Washenitz drawing another charge. She is not that far away from drawing 30 charges on the season. That's incredible.
Willing to sacrifice her body, and obviously is savvy. You know, basketball is IQ. You know how to get your body in a good position.
Washenitz. Hutcherson made a sweet three moments ago, as the lead is only 2 for the Tar Heels. Perkins go off of Zelaya.
You know, Coach, when we talked with Coach Verdi, one of the things he said was when the team struggles to score, they seem to implode. Then all of the issues start to compound on each other. They've struggled to score. They only got 11 points so far in this game, but I haven't seen them implode. They've played tough defense. They've competed, which he really emphasized to us was what he wanted to see out of these last handful of games.
Shot clock violation. That was really well constructed, Kyle, because even there on the turnover, they got the ball back. Eventually, the shot clock did expire, but they competed.
You're gonna miss shots. That doesn't mean that you can't compete the whole time.
Deja Kelly with the three.
Very timely from Deja, and that's one of the things that's kind of been a staple of her career, is coming up with the big play when Carolina needs it.
We have had a front row seat for Deja Kelly for now 4 years, and good shot there from Pitt. I just think her emergence as a leader, somebody, even in those 4 losses, I mean, she did not quit in any of those games.
And when you're a captain like she is, that's what's expected of you, because everybody else is looking at you. You've got to set the tone, set the example.
Key misses the layup. It's 5-on-4 right now as Key will hustle back.
Good defense there from Ustby, just knocks it away, allows Key to get back. Not the greatest three-point shooter, but man, if you leave her wide open like that, you're just asking for her to knock it down.
Kelly, Deja Kelly with 7. With Carolina defensively now. Can't stop Pitt as Pitt starting to get a little bit of rhythm. King with the bucket.
A couple of baseline jumpers for King.
King's got 6. Try to get it down to Key.
Great defense.
Stop and pop for Pitt. Rebound by Washenitz. Zelaya. Thought it was a jump ball. Zelaya played a really good game against Virginia Tech. Anya Poole is going to come in for Key. Navarre is going to come in for Zelaya. So just like that, North Carolina will go small.
This is what they started to have the quarter off with, and they had more success offensively.
Travel. Tremendous defense from Navarre.
Just couldn't keep that plant foot on the ground.
Ustby. Deja Kelly leads the Tar Heels with 7 in this game. As I mentioned earlier, averaging 17 a game. Lexi Donarski is fouled. Iodell called for the foul. Donarski! I feel like that she knows she's 3 away from 1,500. It was all over the game notes. It was plastered everywhere, and now it's maybe affecting her a little bit.
Yeah, you know, I think that may have been something early in the game. Once you're in the flow, it kind of goes by the wayside. But the fact that she's 0 from 5 from deep, maybe that is starting to creep in. A little hesitant to take a wide open shot.
There's a 3 made by Perkins. And Pitt with a 2-point lead. Decent crowd here at Carmichael, but they're quiet right now. Anya Poole trying to get strong. Nice touch. Anya Poole.
She won that one with positioning before the ball even got put down in there.
We're tied at 18s with under 3 minutes left here in the first half. Malcolm, Iredell, Washenitz, Perkins, and King out there for Pitt. Perkins with the handle. Little hesitation from Washenitz. And Ustby had good position and is fouled.
Gonna get Iredell grabbing the arm of Ustby there. Is that gonna put them in the bonus?
In the bonus, so Ustby will head to the free throw line. It's been well documented that this is one part of her game that she wants to continue to work on. She makes the first. Ustby averages 12.1 a game, but shooting 60%. And she's got a chance.
Violation?
Yeah, she'll get another chance to make both. For me, Alyssa Ustby, if you're a basketball purist, you love everything about her game. And if she can work on that free throw shooting, good night, Irene. She'll have it complete.
It's the hardest thing for some people, though, which is ironic because it's supposed to be the easiest shot.
Good defense from Anya Poole. Poole getting the start with the injury to Deja Kelly. Ustby.
A great job turning defense into offense right there.
Yeah, you know it. And then Ustby, knowing that the defender was coming, she waits the perfect amount of time and gives North Carolina a 4-point lead, 22-18.
Hey, look at this.
What?
Save nearly $750.
With that kind of money, we could fly south.
Except we don't migrate.
No, I'm talking actually fly. Sit back, relax, maybe work on my novel, and I won't forget the little birds out there. Actually, yes, I will.
Wow, money changed you.
Just keeping it real. Do people still say that?
Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds to spend on whatever you dream up.
Welcome back to Carmichael Arena, where North Carolina has a 4-point lead over Pitt, trying to end a 4-game losing skid. The Pitt Panthers, led by Liatu King, the senior from Washington, D.C.
What an improvement she has had from last year to this year. You look at those numbers, everything has skyrocketed, and because of that, the numbers for the minutes have also gone up for her. Outside of her, though, it's been a struggle for Pitt to find some scoring this year. Tonight, they have found a couple of people to knock down some shots, some timely threes, and she's got 4 points here in this quarter. They find themselves down by just 4.
Solid numbers for King, well documented by the great Kyle Stroud. Meanwhile, for North Carolina, the last time North Carolina lost 5 in a row was in the 2019-20 season. Courtney Banghart's first in Chapel Hill. Tar Heels lost their last 8 games of the season, including one in the ACC tournament. Shot from distance, and it's going to count. It is going to count, and I feel like they might be calling a foul on Donarski. Beautiful shot from Perkins.
So Donarski definitely runs through King. The question, and I think they may go check this on the monitor, is at what point did the foul occur? If it occurred before the shot was taken, then the shot can't count. Indication from the ref when he went over was that the shot is good.
Yeah.
And that'll be a loose ball foul against Donarski, which would give possession back to Pitt.
So it could be 5-point or 6-point possession potentially. It depends on what they do with it here.
Oh, so it's not possession, it's, they're in the bonus. So
time,
now King goes to the free throw line. Opportunity
so it could be
to
a 5-point swing.
An opportunity to take the lead for the first time for Pitt.
Pitt, it's actually the third time Pitt has led the game. They led 4-0 and they led 18-16. And now they lead at 23-22. Donarski, there it is. 1,500 career points for Lexi Donarski.
Make up for the foul on the other side that gave up the lead.
Yeah, nice answer. And another nice answer from Battle, the freshman out of New Jersey, Camden Catholic High School. 26-25, Pitt with a 1-point lead.
Shooting 4 of 6 from beyond the arc.
North Carolina has Pitt and Wake Forest. Two of the teams at the bottom of the ACC table. But then they have NC State, Virginia Tech, and Duke mixed in with Boston College. There's another three as Pitt making some noise here in Chapel Hill.
Here, you set it off the open. 9 teams potentially in the ACC could be in the NCAA tournament. Even with Wake and Pitt being at the bottom, you've got to come and play because it just takes one player to get hot and you find yourself on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Exactly. Down 4 right now. Anya Poole will go to the line to shoot 2.
Couple of threes from Battle. 4 made in this quarter for Pitt. It got him back into the game, and it's now gotten him in the lead. And you see it was King there. The defense collapsing on her. Navarre late getting out.
First one from Poole. It's off. Anya Poole went from being a starter to playing just 13 minutes a game. Does make the second one. I think she is efficient with every second she plays, though.
She is. She's not a flashy player. She's not going to have some huge numbers that stand out to you, but she just gets it done. She's a lot like Alyssa Ustby.
Ustby with the steal and is fouled. She'll go to the line.
You know, that's the core group right there. Ustby, Kelly, and Poole. They've been around the entire time together. Defense into offense again for Carolina. When they're at their best, they're out in transition and running. Easiest way to do that is to force a turnover.
Ustby misses the first. Hits the second. Pitt with a 2-point lead. Hutcherson, King, Perkins, Washinitz, and Malcolm out there for the Panthers. Game clock and shot clock only about 2 seconds apart. Looked like an extra step, and it was. Traveling called against King.
That was smart defense from Poole. She saw King lower the shoulder. She was going to make the power dribble and try and go up. Just held her ground.
Deja Kelly. 5 seconds. Kelly, so good in these kind of situations. Gives it up to Navarre. Back of the rim. And 29-27, Pitt leads it at the half.
Pitt has got to be really...
They can beat anybody. I mean, they hung with South Carolina.
I was going to say, they had South Carolina in this building and all the way down to the wire. They've beat ranked opponents this season, but it just feels like they're not playing with the urgency that maybe they did earlier this season. And I don't know if that's because there's injured players or if it's just the lag of a season. You're getting down to the nitty-gritty. That's where your leaders need to step up in the locker room there.
Good shot from Ustby. Ustby was the first one out of what felt like an extended halftime speech from Courtney Banghart. And she gets the 2 here. We're tied at 29. Ustby leads all players with 11. Anya Poole started the game and starts the second half as well. Same starting 5 for the Tar Heels. Ustby, Gakdeng, Donarski, Kelly, and Poole. Donarski, 1,503 points as she makes her second 3.
That was what Carolina didn't do in the first half, though. You saw as soon as that ball got down low, the double team came. Pitt is telling them, hey, take the 3, daring them to. Donarski knocks a couple down. They're not going to be able to do that anymore, and now the inside gets opened up.
Shot clock down to 10. North Carolina is sagging on quite a few of the Pitt players, and the rebound from Gakdeng. The message was heard, I think, from Courtney Banghart. Good start for the Tar Heels in the second half, Kyle Straub.
See if they can keep it up. They've scored on each of their first 2 possessions.
Donarski, shot clock at 5. Kelly kind of got to force one, and she's so good at drawing that whistle. She'll go to the line to shoot 3.
I feel like Carolina got bailed out there with that foul. There was no movement offensively. Nobody was trying to create anything or set a screen to get anybody open. And a tough shot as the shot clock is winding down is what Pitt wants them to take. It's got to stay away from that foul. Especially somebody who knocks it down at such a high rate like Deja Kelly.
She makes the first one. This week actually marks the first time all season that North Carolina is not receiving any votes in the top 25.
Changing up the defense for the first time a little bit. See if they can force Pitt into a turnover. Almost did.
Just to clarify, coaches poll in North Carolina not receiving any votes. They still did receive some votes. In the national poll, 6-point lead here, though, for the Tar Heels.
I like that call to change it up and throw some full court pressure. Even though it wasn't a high intensity full court pressure, it just gives Pitt a different look. And with such a young backcourt that has already turned it over 13 times, why not see if you can get a couple more, turn them into easy baskets?
So one of the players injured, Liatu Kelly, has really done a great job in the last 7 games. Started the first few games of the season, then went to the bench, and then 7 in a row with solid production. She won't be out long. And then also Paulina Paris expected back pretty soon, too.
I was just going to say those 3, Kayla McPherson on the left, all expected to make huge impacts on the team this year, all on the sideline. They're hoping they get both Kelly and, or excuse me, Paris and Kelly back, but McPherson, unfortunately, for the 2nd year in a row, out on the year.
Inbounds. King, Poole. In the hands of Malcolm. 5 seconds on the shot clock, might have to force one. King had the shot, got a better shot and makes it.
Veteran move right there. Didn't panic, even though the shot clock was getting low. Passed up a shot with 2 seconds for a better one with 1 second.
Gokdang, Ustby, Donarski wide open, in and out. Gokdang is fouled as Iodell.
It's going to be her 4th.
Appalucci Iodell, so that'll mean Jayla Jordan, the grad transfer from Seton Hall, will come into the game.
All the bigs for Pitt going to have to be smart, all in foul trouble. Iodell goes to the bench with 4. Jordan and Battle both have 3.
Kelly, oh, how smooth was that stroke? Good rotation on that ball from Kelly.
And really, that's where she is the best, is coming off of a screen in the flow of it. Also, don't discount those 3 free throws that she got. You let a shooter go to the free throw line and knock 3 in a row down, they start feeling good.
Biggest lead of the game here for North Carolina, 7. Donarski tries to hit the runner, not successful.
And that's a miss that you're okay with because it's a good look.
Turnover. Turnover number 15 for Pitt. Ustby over to Deja Kelly. You can tell Deja's starting to get into the groove. Ustby tried to force it down to Gokdang.
Pitt needs somebody to come up with a basket for them here.
It's the 8th turnover for North Carolina. Poole gets strong against King. Good pass and rolled in there by Washington's. (38-35). Third quarter here at Carmichael. Donarski, catch and shoot, money.
Just 1 3 in the first half. Carolina starting to heat up from beyond the arc, and you're seeing some separation now.
41-33, the crowd getting into it. Ustby had the initial block. Gokdang loses it. They get down on the ground and goes off a Pitt. Good hustle from Ustby and Gokdang.
Donarski started 0 for 6 from beyond the arc. Since then, 3 of 4. And when she starts knocking down the threes, it opens up so much more offensively for Carolina.
Kelly, Poole, Gokdang, Donarski, and Ustby still out there.
Gonna hit Jordan with that. That's 4 on her now.
Donarski wide open, yes!
How do you leave the 3-point shooter who's hot wide open like that?
Wow, her ability to catch and shoot without any hitch at all is impeccable. Donarski, her first 3 made tonight gave her 1,500 points, including 258 for the Tar Heels.
Well, she struggled in the first quarter. 0 for 4 from the field, actually. All of them from beyond the arc. Was a -4 in efficiency for Carolina. Since then, though, 4 of 6 from deep, +7 on the efficiency side. Carolina is starting to roll. You saw some fire from her. I mean, look what she has done all year long. How important that 3-point shot is for North Carolina.
She's so good defensively that we sometimes find ourselves not even talking about that because of the fact that she shoots the ball so well from 3, but she's also a lockdown defender.
Yeah, and that's something you've got to credit to her, and that's a veteran thing as well because she's not a young player letting some missed shots affect the rest of her game.
So well said.
I told you pregame about a clip I saw of Billy Donovan, the old Florida Gators head coach, now with the Chicago Bulls, and he had a player who missed 7 shots. And after the game, he said, how long did it take you to shoot those 7 shots? He said, about a second each. He said, so you played 38 minutes, and you're going to let 7 seconds dictate how the rest of your game goes? You need to flush that and focus on everything else that you can do to impact the game.
Yeah, I feel like North Carolina flushed that first half away and has come out on fire here.
And part of the message was probably that, hey, wake up, let's flush what just happened, new game.
Perkins, the junior from Fairfax, Virginia, with a sweet-looking 3. Donarski creates her own space. She almost prefers just catching it.
Catch and shoot.
Right at the chin and shooting. Good third quarter for North Carolina. We're going to take a break here with North Carolina up 46-38 over Pitt.
Okay, when you turn around, you're going to see some more.
Third quarter, North Carolina up 46-38. Break it down, Kyle Stroud.
Points in the paint. Carolina really struggled in that category in the first half. They've made a concerted effort to get the ball down low, and things have opened up because Donarski has started knocking down the deep shots.
That's what you call nailing the game there with the game summary. Well done. Well done by our outstanding crew here as well. Pitt with the basketball. 3:57 remaining in the third. It's North Carolina 46, Pitt 38. Hutcherson, King, Perkins, Washnitz, and Jordan out there for Pitt. It'll be a kick ball. It'll stay with Pitt.
You see the intensity for Carolina has picked up just in that, how much further out Donarski was guarding the ball, not allowing Pitt to get into anything offensively.
Courtney Banghart went to the bench a lot in the first half. I don't believe anybody has come on here in the third quarter.
No, the way they've played, no need to.
It's a good shot. Gokdang had a hand in the face. But a good shot there from Jordan. Leads back to 6.
It felt like a lot of the times we saw substitutions from Courtney in the first half, it was because somebody on the floor did something to be taken out. That hasn't happened here in the third quarter.
Deja Kelly. So strong.
That was a dangerous pass that Kelly just wanted more. And get Gokdang down low on an offensive. It's 4 on her.
Yeah. That'll bring in Navarre.
Battling for position down there with Jordan. And that elbow getting up higher around the chin. It's going to make it an easy one for the refs.
A little bit of full court pressure here from North Carolina. Donarski at the tip of the press. That leaves him wide open underneath, and an easy bucket for Jordan.
Good look from Perkins with pressure on her, able to find the open player.
Deja Kelly, unlucky in and out. Ustby crashes the boards. Ustby had 4 Pitt players around her. Second chance for Kelly, and miss. Jordan, who's made the last 4 with the rebound. And now a chance to cut the lead to 2 or even 1 again. Pitt not going away here, Kyle.
Oh, nice 7-0 run for them. The biggest thing this season has been when they go into those offensive droughts, can they not lose themselves in the game? They did a good job of maintaining it.
That's a great drive by Pitt, finished by Perkins.
She's up to 11 now. We'll raise the question, outside of King, who else can score?
It's going to be tied now. Poole with a gift and a bucket from Perkins, and Courtney Banghart wants a timeout. 46-46, a 11-0 run over the last 2 minutes and 5 seconds for Tony Birdie and the Pitt Panthers, all tied up.
And it's all right that Carolina has gone 2 minutes without scoring. You're going to have some stretches that happens. But turning the ball over during that stretch like that and giving Pitt easy runouts, that's unexcusable, especially being at home when you found yourself down and have fought to get that lead, to just give it back like they did.
Deja Kelly continues to be a force. A lot of great players in the ACC, but she's definitely one of the best. Look at those numbers right there, the last three.
Averaging over 18 a game in ACC play, which is just incredible. 13 tonight, so on her way to that 18, maybe 20 again.
Ustby.
Got away with a walk there.
Yep. Tiana Key has come into the game. So Kelly, Ustby, Navarre, Donarski, and Key. Good hands from Navarre.
It's a travel.
Now let's say jump ball. It'll come back to Pitt. Deja Kelly agrees with you, Kyle.
It should have been a travel. Yeah, Courtney Banghart wants it. As soon as she hit the floor and she slid, that's where the whistle should have come in. It's not hitting the floor, but that right there, once she slid, rolled over onto her back. Ustby got away with one. Now Hutchison gets away with one.
We got a tight one here, 46-46. North Carolina came out strong to start the third quarter, but Pitt has once again responded. Navarre, left hand, misses a close shot. It'll go off of Pitt and stay with North Carolina. Pitt with 16 points off their bench. North Carolina with only 3. Of course, their bench is a lot smaller right now with all the injuries, Kyle. Shot clock at 5, and Deja Kelly earns the whistle.
It's shorter, but also who they have on that bench aren't a lot of big-time scorers. You know, when you have that full roster and you're bringing people in like a Paulina Paris, who can knock down some threes, get to the basket, can change dynamics. So it's not always just the players, right? It's the bodies. It's what kind of player you're missing too.
Great point. See the players that are out injured. Kelly hits them both. 15 points for Deja Kelly.
7 of 7 from the free throw line. Nice job to break the press by Pitt. But now they only have 15 to get into their offense. Carolina throwing a zone at them too.
5 seconds. Oh, must be unlucky as her hands got in on King with only 3 seconds remaining on the shot clock.
I like that Carolina has changed up the defense, given Pitt some different looks. That's the second time, though, this quarter where they've bailed him out with a late foul.
King makes the second. And North Carolina with just a 1-point lead.
King is the only player that has shot free throws for Pitt tonight. 3 of 4 from the charity stripe.
Kelly to Navarre. Navarre, a moving 3. She missed the runner, which she was 2 feet away, but makes the moving 3.
That was all in rhythm.
And there's Navarre defensively. Picked back up by Pitt. Shot clock at 8. King is there, and King's going to go back to the line.
Great job collapsing, getting the defense over, and Navarre getting that ball in transition, coming around, knew that her defender was off. She knew before she got the ball she was going to shoot it. I think sometimes for a shooter, The shot can look more difficult, but if you feel like you're in rhythm when you get it, you have the confidence it's going to go in.
So we've got a timeout here. The officials trying to see who the foul was on. India Navarre with that big three, sophomore from Apex, North Carolina.
Ustby got a block, so I think they're going to give it probably on Key. Now they're going to call Ustby coming from behind.
So it's on Ustby, her third. Gakdeng still on the bench with 4. Meanwhile, Pitt's got Jordan with 4, Washenitz with 4, and Idell with 4. King now 4 for 5, and as Kyle Stroud just told you, the only player on the Pitt team to take any free throws. He's 1 for 2. Rebound for Ustby. Rebound number 5. Deja Kelly, final seconds, a little short. And we played 3 quarters here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Tried to stop a 4-game skid. Came out hot to start the third. Moving and shaking. They'll end the season with Duke. They also have NC State still coming. Carmichael probably will be sold out for both those games. And Ustby throws it behind Navarre.
th turnover for Carolina.
It's a 3-point lead. Key still out there. Shove ball, the arrow possession will stay with Pitt.
Jordan was in trouble as soon as she got that ball. Key trying to knock it away from behind. Help defense came. You got to get rid of it quickly, otherwise you're going to get tied up.
5 players in double figures, 3 for North Carolina, 2 for Pitt. Wow, that's a tough shot. Fading away. Good bucket there from Malcolm. Kelly to Ustby. Key, that left-handed floater in. Nice.
A nice baseline jumpers from each team to start this quarter. That's a shot Carolina is happy that Pitt will take early in the shot clock too.
Now Key with some confidence, gets position, good pass to Donarski right where she wants it. You hit her right there under the chin, it's automatic.
Carolina had just 2 threes in the first half. They were losing at halftime. They hit 5 in the third quarter. If Pitt wants to win this, they've got to run them off the line.
Tremendous pass from Key after that great left-handed floater. Well, I think Key just has unlimited potential, just been bothered by injuries. We've not really seen all that she can do. Here's Deja Kelly. We've seen a lot of what she can do. Misses that one. There's Key with the rebound. Has it ripped away by King. 6-point lead for North Carolina. Pitt will not let them pull away. And a long distance 3 from Bella Perkins.
That's her 4th.
Gakdeng gonna check in. Navarre, good pass to Key, up and in. And Key's got 7. Great pass from Navarre. 5-point lead for the Tar Heels. King. Oh, that's a double dribble. Malcolm with a double dribble.
Malcolm knew what she wanted to do, just got caught, lost her head. Take a look at that Donarski three. Defense collapsing on the ball that's on the court. Since this halftime, this second half, Donarski has been lights out. Same on the other side, though. 4-3 of the game for Perkins. And how about Pitt? 7 of 10 from deep, Dean. They shoot 26% on the season.
That's what Courtney Banghart was talking about today. If you get a team that gets hot from three, anything can happen. 7 for 10 is pretty good.
The great equalizer.
Shot clock down to 5. Gakdeng. Back in there with those 4 fouls. Lead is just 5. Shot clock under 10. Navarre. Really good defensively. Ustby will get the steal. Ustby in transition. Donarski. Perfect pass. Missed the 3. Perkins going the other way. This could be a big swing here. Pitt can score. King goes around Ustby, met by Gakdeng.
Should have kept going on the baseline. I think that was the right call for Pitt. Get the ball to King in a big situation. That's your go-to scorer. Should have taken one more dribble and gone with the reverse. That defense, the help came from Gakdeng. Take a look at it here. She takes that dribble. I know Donarski's on the other side, but she's got the height difference. Donarski's out of position. Just one more dribble makes the difference between actually getting an opportunity and turning it over.
Under 6 minutes remain in the game. North Carolina trying to close it out. Ustby, yes. Donarski to Ustby.
How about the passing right there from North Carolina?
North Carolina with a 7-point lead. Timeout for Pitt. It's North Carolina 60, Pitt 53 with 5:46 remaining.
No one cares about me.
Carolina, number 15 has done it.
Literally every person that goes to school here. That's such a cool moment for her and her teammates to be able to share in that as well.
She had checked in right before that timeout. Played a little bit in the first half as well. Great job by our crew to be able to share that with you. A 7-point lead here, 60-53, North Carolina. It's a big possession for Pitt. Shot clock's at 5. Tough shot, air ball, rebound by Navarre. And Navarre, they're going to call it jump ball, possession arrow. North Carolina. I thought it was a foul there. Navarre's tough.
They're Pitt really lucky that that was a jump ball, because Iredale, the one who was involved there with 4 fouls.
Oh, great point. We're approaching another timeout.
Gonna hit Gakdeng. That's her 5th.
Gakdeng? Wow, so she's done.
At least 3 of her fouls came battling for position down low. And just from what I mean, there wasn't a lot there, but from what I saw the referee giving towards Courtney Banghart, she was saying she was using her arms to wrap around to keep the defender behind.
Not sure about that. Looked like a good post up there from Gakdeng, but her night is over. So Gakdeng fouling out. Key has had a good game, though. She comes right back in with 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Nice basket down low, and Navarre with the foul. It's going to be an and one for Pitt. They will not go away.
That was a great job by Battle. Gave the ball up at the top of the key and then wrapped all the way around the defense, and she just got lost. Navarre got a couple of screens set on her and just late getting there. At that point, you almost just have to give up the layup because when you try to make the defensive play, instead now it turns into a three-point play.
So Battle, the freshman from Camden Catholic High School in New Jersey, gets the and one, and it's still just a 4-point lead. Navarre, Kelly, Ustby, Donarski, and Key, the 5 on the court for Courtney Banghart. Navarre, Ustby crashes the boards and is fouled. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Pitt had been in front in the rebounding battle all night long, but just a 1 rebound advantage after that one from Ustby. Panthers running a zone at Carolina. If you're going to shoot, you've got to crash the boards.
Ustby missed the first. Ustby went into that Duke game having reached double figures in 7 games in a row, but finished with 6.
So it's not going to happen. We're too late. But look at her stat line, Ustby. 14 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. We talked about her having a triple-double not too long ago.
She's always close. The lead is 5. Ustby, quick hands. Great job by our crew. Tommy Rochester, A+ producer. Nick Forbes directing. Thomas Mahler, the AD. The inbounds play for Pitt. Offensive whistle against Pitt. Well, the referees have been consistent. They've been blowing the whistle when this game started, and they haven't stopped.
Yeah, Pitt was trying to get Washnitz open there. King setting a screen, and watch her as she runs with Donarski.
A lot of those look just like basketball plays to me, though, Kyle. But
it's the way that she's positioning her body. If she had spun away and made some contact, one thing.
Donarski with another 3. Missed her first 6 and then scored her 1,500th point and hasn't stopped scoring. She leads all Tar Heels with 18 points. Ustby's hand in Navarre. Kelly's open. Deja Kelly kept it alive. Nope, they'll say out of bounds.
Donarski wide open again. That zone, you've got to know where she is. It's the tough part when Pitt is going to run this zone and try and force you into a shooting team. It leaves openings like that for Donarski. But they're also kind of forced to because of so much foul trouble.
Travel on King.
That was good defense from Ustby. Closed off the driving lane. There was nobody on the backside to help for King.
I think our TD, Alexandria D. Rosette, Ryan Lutz, Dylan Rolling Stone Field, Eli Grabrick, Donarski over to Ustby. Good job by Key. Oh, look at that. Key left the area and then got back into the area for the pass from Ustby.
Didn't want to get called for the 3 seconds. Also cleared out for Ustby. And credit Alyssa, took some contact, kept her head and found the open player.
The lead is 10. North Carolina trying to answer the bell on the closing time. And they're starting to look like they're going to do it. Navarre, this would be huge. Yes! Navarre for 3 from the corner. Timeout, Pitt. And North Carolina looks like they're going to stop that 4-game losing skid with a solid 4th quarter.
The miss on the left-hand side from Pitt and then the make from Carolina. That seems like it's the dagger. Same exact spot that Navarre had missed the 3 just a couple possessions ago. Gotta love the confidence to take it again.
Nice pass from Kelly. That was with Kelly's left hand, that pass. Deja Kelly's lethal. Navarre's going to be a good player as well. The transfer's only a sophomore.
By the way, I said that Ustby triple-double wasn't going to happen. She's picked up a couple of assists. So she only needs 1 assist and 3 rebounds.
Let's go. I want to thank the rest of the crew. Daniel Masterson, our camera operators are awesome. Casey McCann, Colin Tadlock, Cam Newworth, Hunter Caparelli, Ryan Moeller on audio, Aiden Young, Tanner King, and Byron Sanders. Outstanding crew alongside Kyle Straub. I'm Dean Linke. Always love being with you from Carmichael for ACC women's basketball. Relentless D here from North Carolina. There's King. King with a hand in the face.
She's got such a good touch around the basket on those little turnarounds.
A really nice player.
Calling an illegal screen on Ustby here.
It's 4 on Ustby.
I don't know what they saw to call that outside of there was a collision.
Courtney Bangard doesn't know either. 2 minutes remaining. Donarski with 18, Kelly with 15, Ustby with 14 for Pitt. King and Perkins both with 16. Good cut, nice little run under the basket. Washinitz. And Washinitz has 4. Deja Kelly, 7 for 7 from the line, 5 assists. She has not come out of the game. She can come back next year. I don't know about you, but I'm hoping both she and Ustby come back. Even Anya Poole wouldn't be too bad. There's Key. Key looking strong.
I say they all have that 1 extra year of eligibility thanks to COVID. I think they both are college players again for 1 more season with the transfer portal. Who knows what uniform they wear, but I think they play 1 more year.
Yep. Key with the outlet to Navarre. Nope, a whistle before that. So North Carolina is going to break a 4-game losing streak. It's going to be their first win in the month of February. And they're going to move to 16-9 overall, 8-5 in the ACC. I mean, Kyle, when you think about those 4 losses, the Virginia game was just one of those days. Just it wasn't going to be their game, but they had NC State, they had Virginia Tech, they definitely had Duke. They'd be sitting in first place if they won 3 of those 4.
They would, but I also question, you know, that law of averages. The start they got off to, did they have some of those games that maybe they shouldn't have won every one, but found a way to sneak it away? You know, you're getting the law of averages. Regardless, they had a good start. They have struggled. They're still in a good position where if they close out these last 5 games, counting this one, they can be right there in the contention for one of the top seeds in the ACC tournament.
NC State will be here on February 22nd. Duke will be here on March 3rd.
And mainly have that opportunity because the teams that they're going to play are teams that they need to leapfrog. Easiest way to gain a game, beat the team.
Take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Tar Heels.
I do think they have the benefit of being home for those 2 rivalry games, State and Duke. They've gone on the road, had to play in their arenas, but now they get them at home.
This place is going to be rocking. Deja Kelly finally misses a free throw, 7 out of 8.
I think for Carolina, 4-1 in those last 5 games puts them right about where you would have expected them to be with the way they played most of the year. Top 3, 4 of the ACC.
Rarely do you see Deja Kelly miss 2. Good look there at Key. She's had a great game. 11 points for Key. Look at Ustby's hustle and muscle. She is a beast.
Got to be great for a coach to have a player like that to be able to point to when you want some example for your team to look at. Well, here, look at the captain, Ustby. Look at the other captain, Kelly.
I'm going to give you an hallelujah. I'm going to give you an amen because I can't say the other word. I'm going to give you an amen. There you go. 14 points, 10 assists, 7 rebounds for Ustby. As Donarski is fouled and will go to the line.
You look at those numbers, right? 12 points, not a huge number that jumps off the screen at you, but you saw what she did tonight. It's when she gets those points and how she helps to create some offense from defense. The 10 assists, just an average of almost 4 from a forward is such a huge, huge weapon for a team.
Well, and I gave you the amen because it's not only Courtney Banghart that feels that way about Ustby. Every coach in the ACC feels exactly that same way about Ustby.
I don't know how you can watch tape and not.
Good shot for Pitt. Good game from Malcolm. Just a sophomore. Deja Kelly's going to go back to the line.
Yeah, Malcolm is one of those players that Coach Verdi said he wants to see be a little bit more selfish. Try and find your shot. Become a scorer for the team.
And Coach Verdi, as you see Deja Kelly going to the line. I asked him about facing a Tar Heel team that's lost 4 in a row, and he's like, welcome to the ACC. It doesn't matter what scenario it is. It's going to be a tough game. "20 seconds remaining. The Tar Heels so good at Carmichael. Trailed by 2 at the half.
What
Came
a
out
real
sharp.
block on the stat line for Ustby.
And Deja Kelly going to work it out. Ustby ends up just 3 rebounds short of a triple-double. Donarski finishes with 20. Final thoughts as the final score is North Carolina 75, Pitt 62.
Got to tip your hat to Pitt. They really battled the entire game, refused to go away.